Thank you, Russell. Well, look, on behalf of the board, welcome everybody to our 2011 AGM. As a board member of the Melbourne Football Club, I'll be acting as chairman of this meeting. And given that there are more than 50 members present, either in person or in proxy, I declare a quorum is present, and therefore, as a properly constituted meeting of the members of the Melbourne Football Club, the annual general meeting is now open. And the first thing I'd like to do is just introduce you to my fellow directors, most of which I think you'll know, but if they could just quickly stand up. They're not saying anything this year, but just so we can acknowledge who they are. So Guy Jelland, if you'd just like to quickly stand up. Peter Spargo, Russell Howcroft, well, you've met him. David Turin, down the front, Karen Hayes, Johnny Trotter, formerly retired, now retired after being head of Deloitte's, so very useful for us, and Stuart Grimshaw, who we'll be hearing from later on. So welcome to all you guys. Now, Jim Stynes, as you would now be aware, is an apology tonight, and he can't join us because he's actually having another operation today, which I'm hoping you're aware of. So unfortunately, he won't be here. But I'd like to put a bit of focus on Jim. I've had many conversations with Jim about our footy club since he returned from his family holiday, which I'm sure you all heard about in Colombia. Jim is very confident about the current position of the club, and he's very excited about the year ahead. And perhaps the only concern that Jim actually had recently was just to finally oversee the appointment of a football director. And it's been a bit of an issue over the last 12 months, as you'd all be aware. So to that end, I'd like to advise members that the board has been in discussions with former club captain Greg Healy, and today invited Greg to fill a casual vacancy and become a director of the club. Now, Greg has indicated he will accept that appointment, and that will be formalised at a special board meeting convened immediately following this AGM. Greg will have a specific role in overseeing all aspects of our football department, but will also add depth to the business acumen of our current board. As a former captain of the club and current Asia Pacific CEO of Quicksilver, Greg is eminently qualified for this role, and we look forward to working with him in the future. Greg is here tonight, and I'm sure you'd all like to welcome him and welcome him back to the board of the Melbourne Footy Club. So last night, after some discussions that Jim and I have had the last few days, Jim sent me the following statement, which I'd now like to read to you in full. As Melbourne enters what promises to be an exciting new season and hopefully an exciting new era, I see this as an opportune time to step down as the Melbourne president. It will give the football club the best chance to be 100% prepared for round one, and it will give me the time to fully focus on my health and my family. I'm extremely proud of what the board has managed to achieve since I took on the presidency in June 2008, particularly in bringing a greater sense of unity and purpose to our football club. I have full confidence that Don McLarty and the board will continue that work. Don has my full support to lead the club, and the Demons can rely on me to help out in an advisory capacity at any time. Now, perhaps the most significant part of that statement is actually its timing. And we're all aware of the courageous battle Jim has been fighting for 3 years now, and yet he has never stopped leading our club and making whatever contribution he was physically able to. However, he chooses to stand down only at a time when he feels it is in the best interests of our club and when the club is in a sound position and poised for future success. It is also significant that he wanted this announcement officially made, and I stress officially made, at this meeting, in front of our most passionate members and those who have supported him through his entire Melbourne Football Club journey. Jim genuinely loves this footy club, as we all know. It would be very remiss of me in this forum not to publicly acknowledge the immeasurable contribution he has made. His playing record speaks for itself, where he stood up for our club 264 times, and on the way won a Brownlow medal and 4 best and fairest. And 3.5 years ago, when our club was at its lowest ebb, he stood up again. The job seemed almost impossible and the future daunting, as many were very quick to point out to him. However, Jim's remarkable leadership skills and courage under immense pressure has seen our club become united, have strong values, financially independent and a very bright future. He has been an inspiration to the whole club, and on so many occasions in the past year, he has led by example, and he's got up and fought when it seemed impossible. And it's only now that he does feel confident enough to stand down from official duties at the club and devote all of his energy to his own battle. He has belief in the club, the strong base he has built and where it is headed. It is our job now, all of us in this room, to prove that his confidence is well founded. Jim has endured another operation today, but in typical fashion has asked me to tell you he will see you all at the first game. Would you please join me in showing your appreciation to Jim, his wife Sam and their family for their magnificent contribution to our footy club. Do you want to